Access to public transportation is a fundamental part of independence. For many individuals, buses, trains, subways, rideshare services, and paratransit systems provide essential connections to employment, healthcare, education, and community life. However, despite legal protections, individuals with disabilities continue to face discrimination and accessibility barriers in public transportation systems across the country. Disabled discrimination in public transportation can take many forms. Sometimes the barrier is physical. Broken wheelchair lifts, inaccessible platforms, steep bus steps, narrow aisles, or poorly maintained ramps can prevent safe boarding. In other cases, the barrier may be procedural. Denial of reasonable accommodations, inconsistent service for paratransit riders, or inadequate response times can restrict access. Communication barriers also affect individuals with visual or hearing impairments when announcements are unclear, signage is insufficient, or alternative formats are unavailable. Transportation discrimination is particularly impactful because it limits opportunity. Without reliable access to transit, individuals may struggle to attend work, medical appointments, or social engagements. The loss of mobility can result in isolation and reduced independence. Federal law, including the Americans with Disabilities Act, was designed to protect individuals from such discrimination. These laws require public transit agencies to provide accessible vehicles, maintain equipment such as lifts and ramps, offer priority seating, and ensure that new transit facilities meet accessibility standards. Paratransit services must also be provided to individuals whose disabilities prevent them from independently using fixed route systems. Despite these legal protections, enforcement and compliance challenges remain. Equipment may fall into disrepair, staff may not receive adequate training, or services may not operate consistently. When lifts are broken or drivers are not properly trained in assisting passengers with disabilities, access becomes unreliable. Individuals who experience discrimination have the right to file complaints and seek corrective action. Understanding these rights empowers individuals to advocate for themselves and others. Reporting barriers helps agencies identify systemic problems and encourages accountability. Solutions to transportation discrimination require a multifaceted approach. Infrastructure improvements are essential. Transit agencies must prioritize maintenance of lifts, ramps, and accessible features. Clear signage, audio announcements, and visual displays support riders with sensory impairments. Training for transit employees is equally important. Drivers and staff should understand disability rights, proper equipment operation, and respectful communication. Consistent training fosters a culture of inclusion and professionalism. Technology also offers opportunities for improvement. Real-time transit apps, accessible ticketing systems, and improved scheduling tools can enhance reliability. When digital systems are designed with accessibility in mind, they remove additional barriers. Community involvement plays a key role in driving change. Advocacy organizations, disability rights groups, and concerned citizens can work with transit agencies to identify gaps and propose solutions. Public awareness campaigns help highlight the importance of accessible transportation. Accessible transportation is interconnected with other accessibility features. For example, once individuals reach their destination, accessible sidewalks, entrances, and designated parking spaces become critical. A valid disability permit ensures access to accessible parking, just as ADA requirements ensure access to public transit. True accessibility means considering the entire journey. It includes safe boarding, reliable service, accessible stations, and barrier-free arrival points. When any part of this system fails, individuals with disabilities bear the burden. Promoting equal access in public transportation benefits society as a whole. Inclusive transit systems serve older adults, parents with strollers, travelers with temporary injuries, and others who may not identify as disabled but still benefit from accessible design. Addressing discrimination requires both policy enforcement and cultural change. Laws establish standards, but respectful attitudes and consistent implementation ensure meaningful inclusion. Transit agencies must commit to continuous improvement, listening to rider feedback and adapting to evolving needs. Ultimately, understanding disabled discrimination in public transportation highlights the importance of vigilance and advocacy. Accessibility is not guaranteed by legislation alone. It requires sustained effort, accountability, and collaboration. By recognizing barriers, supporting enforcement of disability rights laws, and promoting practical solutions, communities can move closer to transportation systems that serve everyone equally. Accessible public transit is not simply a legal obligation. It is a reflection of shared values centered on dignity, independence, and equal opportunity. When transportation systems are inclusive and reliable, individuals with disabilities can travel confidently, pursue opportunities, and engage fully in society. Through awareness, advocacy, and thoughtful design, we can help ensure that mobility is not limited by discrimination, but supported by equitable and accessible solutions. We hope this video helped answer your questions. If you need a handicapped placard or plate and want to avoid the confusion and long wait times, visit handicappedparking.com. Our licensed doctors are available online to help you from the comfort of your home, making the process simple and stress-free. Subscribe for more helpful information on disabled parking permits and leave a comment if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.